Hello, Granddad. You still there?
And down we go.
I wonder what that fish does. Can I get anything else at the moment? Let's have a chat to Grandad.
Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Yes, report back.
I've got the map.
I got a map.
Excellent. My commanding officer always said good maps are half the battle. Of course, you won't be needing it if everything goes well.
If what goes well?
But if not, it's always good to have a map with you, what?
I'll go look for the rest of my gear.
You do that. I've got enough to do here. But bear in mind, the Dark Lord knows all of your thoughts.
Right.
Okay.
Dad's vice brings back a lot of memories. Painful, mostly.
I can't seem to find anything else. I'm sure there's probably something else I might need. Let's go back up. I wonder how maybe you need to catch my flying fish somehow. Let's have a look what I've got. Tennis racket. I know. How about if I combine the net with tennis racket? Let's try and catch Nemo.
I'll just knot the loose ends around the frame.
Yay!
Done. Wouldn't want to play tennis with it, but it does make a fine scoop net.
Let's try my homemade net.
Gotcha.
What else we got?
I'd rather not take Nemo apart until I know what I'm looking for.
Maybe put him with.
I'd rather not take Nemo apart until I know what I'm looking for.
Okay, right, let's go back down again.
And down we go.
I'm trying out all these combinations. Some work, some don't. But hey.
I'll let him get on with his work while I do my part of the job.
useful for? Would he be useful for something? If I've caught him, he's flying around after all that effort. Oh, clamp the mechanical fish in the vice. Sorry, Nemo.
It's stuck. Poor thing. The flying fish is now firmly clamped into the vice. The flying fish is now firmly clamped into the vice.
Okay. I wonder what I can try and do now. Toolbox. Open the flying fish with the tool.
I don't want to break it. At least not without a good reason.
Speak
I'll
to
let him get on with his work while I do my part of the job.
Without a good reason. Maybe let's go back to the master brewer. I had a reason when I got his, you know, to cut his beard to distract him from the map, so I'm just trying to think if there's a reason I can get from the master brewer.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir.
Aye, aye, Wilbur.
You got any idea where I might find a parachute?
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a parachute, would you?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But I've already made one anyway, so meh. How did you beat the robot?
When the robot started in on you, I never thought you'd beat it.
It was an epic scrap, lad, an epic scrap. Morph against machine, nature against technology, mind over matter.
Mind? How did you destroy it?
I hit him as hard as I could with heavy objects until sparks started leaping out of him.
Oh, a shrewd tactic.
Too right, but he did land a couple on me. Look what he did to my beard.
Oh, yes.
I was so tanked up with ale and adrenaline I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because it was me, really, but I won't tell you that. My grandpa also believes that the ring is important.
I talked to my granddad. He thinks the ring is important too. He wants to help me get to the human town.
Yeah? Well, of course he wants to do that. Listen to me, laddie. Nothing against your grandpa, but don't you think he's a few gills short of a pint?
My granddad is a great soldier and inventor.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Of course he is. But, how should I put it? He's maybe had one crash landing too many. His flying machines were mostly a bit, temperamental. And let's face it, he wasn't actually the greatest of pilots. Honestly, son, if your grandpa reckons there's something in that story, then for me, that's just one more reason to keep out of it.
Grandad and I will show everyone. I have to go. Enjoy the celebration.
Yeah.
Anything else before we go?
This is the first time in a long time I've actually seen the Master Brewer happy. I'd rather not disturb him.
Okay, let's leave him while he's happy and having a few bevies. Into the gnome hole. Go and see Grandpa.
And down we go.
Nothing's shown up yet. Grandpa.
I'll let him get on with his work while I do my part of the job.
But like what?
I don't want to break it. At least not without a good reason.
Well, I've got a reason, I think. I've got a reason. Help. So does that work? No. Body. No.
A heavy gold ring. Oh, it feels warm. There is some fine script on the inside, but I can't make out what it says.
There must be something here. Can I fix anything? Is there anybody there? Can I wake you up, Grandad?
I'll let him get on with his work while I do my part of the job.
Yeah, but what part of the job? Let's go walking, 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 walking.
One of my dad's inventions. He calls it a time measurometer. It splits the day into 2 periods of 12 hours each and shows which hour we are currently in. Sometimes I think that thing uses time up instead of just showing it.
Okay. Picture on the wall.
That's my family. Right now, just Grandad and I are holding down the fort. The others are all at a technology trade show down south. My dad is a mechanic and a physicist. He primarily works on, things. Mother is just a whole wife and geneticist. The baby is my little sister Sydney. I think she'll be a researcher too. She once doubled her baby phone's data transfer rate using nothing but a rattle and a rubber ball. My other little sister is Meggie, my parents' pride and joy. She mainly concentrates on robotics, combat robots to be exact. Grandad is a war veteran and conducts secret military research. Whenever Dad lets him in the workshop, that is. Looks like I'm the proverbial exception to the rule. I'd rather go out into the world and become a mage, a hero like Knight Tilo. But someone has to look after Grandad and the Master Brewer. I'm more of a local, unsung hero. That's my family. Right now, just Grandad and I are holding down the fort. The others are all at a technology trade show down south. My dad is a mechanic and a physicist. He primarily works on, things. Mother is just a whole wife and geneticist. The baby is my little sister Sydney. I think she'll be a researcher too.
Yes, I think
She
I've
once
seen that.
doubled her baby phone's data transfer rate using nothing but a rattle and a rubber ball. My other little sister is Meggie, my parents' pride and joy. Grandad is a war veteran and conducts secret military research. Looks like I'm the proverbial exception to the rule. I'd rather go out into the world and become a mage.
Well, I thought it might give me something else, something to do with. I bet you're all screaming at me down the bottom there, saying in the comments, saying, "You have to go here, or you have to go there." Oh, look at the huge cogs.
Those cogs belong to Dad's living space optimization unit. The machine takes up a total of 3 rooms in our hall. Doesn't look like Mother planted anything in there. Why should I fertilise potting soil when there's nothing planted in it?
I'll give it a go.
Doesn't look like Mother planted anything in there.
Super fertilizer. No. That won't work. That won't.
No need. The soil is moist enough already.
Really?
My old gnome scout rucksack. Pretty tough that, but somehow I always had the feeling it could have been a little larger.
Just go back down.
And down we go.
Yes, sir. Can I speak to you now?
I'll let him get on with his work while I do my part of the job.
Okay. I might actually have a reason now. Let's try it.
I don't want to break it. At least not without a good reason.
I still haven't got a good reason.
The flying fish is now firmly clamped into the vise.
No, that won't work either. Okay. Back we go. Leave the gnome hole. Oh, look at... Oh, I've got an icicle.
Of course, it's pretty cold all year round up here in the mountains. But this year, winter came particularly early.
Take that.
It worked. I got one.
Does that mean anything?
This is the first time in a long time I've actually seen the Master Brewer happy. I'd rather not disturb him.
I wonder if I could combine something here. Let's try that with a coffee pot.
It'll take a long time for the icicle to melt. After all, the pot isn't all that warm. I should speed up the melting process.
Stove. Let's go to the kitchen.
The stove is still a little warm. You couldn't cook anything on it, but you could heat something up.
And I will heat the coffee pot.
It shouldn't take long to melt the icicle. The stove is still warm. The icicle is gone. All that's left is crystal clear water.
Oh, should take that then.
This is the first time in a long time I've actually seen the Master Brewer happy. I'd rather not disturb him.
Again, you still will not talk to me?
To be honest, I'm not going to put my hand in there without a very good reason. Who knows what the rat has hidden there? Maybe rotten food, or already digested food, or even more rats.
Now I've got an icicle. Maybe Grandad would be interested in my crystal clear water.